Hey guys, YC here. So yeah, it's been a while since our last course comparison video, right? And I've received a lot of positive comments from it, and I'm very grateful to all of you. And today we'll be taking this to a whole new level where we'll be comparing 8 different biology related courses here in UM all at once. Based on the recent questions that I received from you guys, I'm thinking that now should be one of those times that a lot of you might be contemplating about your future. You're trying to figure out what kinds of courses are suitable or that you're interested in, right? And yeah, I feel you. Because back in my days, I also was as clueless as you guys. But back then when I was in my matriculation, I was pretty much very focused to get Biomedical Science as my first choice. So in my UPU system, my selection, I actually chose Biomedical Science as my top 2 options. And for the rest of we had 12 options back in my days. I don't know the system for now, but back then we had 12 choices. I pretty much filled in Biomedical Science for UM and also UPM as my first choice. And for the rest of the 10 other choices, I just pretty much hunt up all these different biology related courses in it without knowing what kinds of knowledge they might actually offer me. And so yeah, don't be like me. You'll always have to research into what all these courses actually offer you before making a choice, right? If not, you might actually regret making that decision. So yeah, this video is pretty much made just for you if you're also trying to figure out what kinds of all of these courses, what they actually offer you, what kinds of knowledge, what kinds of topic they touch, and so on and so forth. So yeah, before we start, remember to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And now we'll look into all these 8 different biology related courses. Yeah, as you can see, this is a Google Sheet that I've prepared over the past few days, and you can see that there's Biomedical Science, which is the course that I'm taking. And one thing to take note is that Biomedical Science is very different from all these other 7 courses where I've already placed this border right here, not because of discrimination, of course, but it's because Biomedical Science is under the Faculty of Medicine, okay? And for all these other 7 different courses, Biochemistry, Biotech, Biohealth, Bioinformatics, Ecology Biodiversity, Genetics, and Microbiology, they are under the Faculty of Science. Alright, clear? Okay, so for Biomedical Science, as you can see right off the bat, it's very different because Faculty of Medicine, they offer the faculty core courses which are Anatomy and Physiology. Okay, and if you remember from my previous video, core courses are the courses mandatory for all students of that particular course to take, right? So for Faculty of Science, you could see that they're pretty much the same because they are all under the same faculty. So their faculty core courses provided are Introduction to Science and Tech, Ethics and Safety, and also Biostatistics. Okay, and it's pretty much standard over all these 7 courses. So moving on, let's talk about the main part for today, which are the program core courses. And as you can see, I've actually color-coded all these different courses to help us visualize better on the differences between these courses. And yeah, I'll explain on the way about what all these color codes mean, but it should be pretty much very self-explanatory. But first, let's look into Biomedical Science, alright? I've color-coded them in light red or pink if you like. And pink stands for all those courses related to the human body. Like you can see Anatomy, Physiology, Medical Parasitology, and whatnot. So all of these are related to the human body. And pretty much all the courses that I haven't highlighted in Biomedical Science are all related to the human body, right? I did not highlight them to, just to make it much neat and clean for us to observe, right? But you could see as well, Biomedical Science do learn a few stuff from other courses like Biochemistry, even Microbiology and Genetics, because there's no course that could stand individually as a course itself, right? So you can see Biochemistry, Microbiology, Genetics from the other course. But one thing to take note about the main difference of Biomedical Science is that you wouldn't see green color codes right here, because for the green colors, it actually indicates the plant-based courses like plant molecular biology, phytochemistry and whatnot. So biomedical science will actually only mainly focus on all of those stuff related to the human body, like histology, or even hematology, immunology, all of this stuff. They are all related to the human body itself. Okay, so that's the main difference between biomedical science and all of these different Faculty of Science courses. Okay, so moving on, we'll look into biochemistry. Again, most of the core courses in biochemistry, they are all related to biochemistry itself. As you can see, biochemistry right here, and enzymes, they are also a part of biochemistry as well. All of these are biochemistry. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that you could actually observe that the front part, which is the level 1 part for Faculty of Science courses, they are pretty much the same, where they have to learn about life processes, cell biology, biology of organisms, and also population biology. Right? It's pretty much the same. Even for biochemistry, they have life processes up here as well. But you could see a main difference, which is biotechnology actually learn about physics, while others don't. So that's one thing to take note. It's very, very unique right here. And yeah, you can see biotechnology is also unique in a way where they learn about energy. Right? I've highlighted all those biotechnology related unique courses. As you can see here, renewable energy, bioprocess and whatnot, and physics. They are more related to physics itself. Next is biohealth, and you could observe that it's actually the same color code as biomedical science. Why? Because I think they are pretty much almost the same, where they do also learn about all this human body-based subjects like pharmacology, parasitology and whatnot. But the main difference, like I mentioned earlier, is that they do involve plants in their course, while biomedical science don't. So it's I would say that it's pretty much more broad for biohealth, where they don't only learn about humans, but also they learn about plants as well. Alright? Then moving on, bioinformatics. Now this one is a very, very unique course, and I would say that it's very different from all the other courses right here, because if you look into all these program core courses, you actually notice that only a few parts of them are related to the human body or even plants itself. It's much more revolving around computer science. You could see, and also mathematics. You could see algorithms, computer programming, and whatnot. And that's the difference between bioinformatics and all these other courses. Right, so moving on, we have Ecology Biodiversity. And Ecology Biodiversity is pretty much very unique as well, where, ecology is the study between the relationship between us living things and the environment, right? So less of the human aspects and also mammals, but more towards the relationship between them. You can see more plant diversity, phycology and whatnot. And they have the least core courses right here, which is, I don't know if it's something important for you, but yeah, it's just something to take note of. Next, we have genetics, and I would say genetics is pretty much similar to biochemistry in a way that they learn pretty much all of these courses revolving around their own topic, which is genetics itself. And they go way deeper into the topics. You can see molecular genetics, advanced genetics, and so on and so forth. Immunogenetics, yeah, that sounds fun. So they dive more detail into all these particular topics, just like biochemistry, where they go into, you can see, protein biochemistry and whatnot, right? As compared to all these other courses, even us biomedical science, we only learn part and parcel of genomics and also those genetics as well. So if you would like to learn all those in-depth information about genetics, then this course would be suitable for you. Now moving on is microbiology, where it should be pretty much self-explanatory as well, where they learn about, well, microbes. Let me just shift this around a little bit. Yeah, so they learn about microbes, and of course a few other courses that they touch as well. Okay, you could go through this. So yeah, so all of these are the program core courses for all these 8 different courses. So to summarize them up, I would say if you'd like to learn only about the human body, then biomedical science would be very suitable for you. But if you'd like to learn about not only the human body but also you'd like to learn about some plants, then Biohealth would be a better choice, because not only the core courses right here, there's actually a few electives that you could choose that would touch around the topics of plants. Alright, so courses such as biochemistry, genetics and microbiology, they're much more specialized in that field, as you could see in the courses here. If you know that you're very interested in that particular field, then go ahead and choose them, right? Biochemistry, genetics, you can see genetics here, and also microbiology, right? While for biotech, it's much more unique, where you actually be able to learn about stuff like physics and also energies and bioprocesses and whatnot, right? Whereas the other courses, they rarely touch upon courses such as physics, topics such as physics, right? Now, bioinformatics is also very unique, where they learn about computer science, programming and IT and whatnot. So if you're interested in that field, then bioinformatics would be much more suitable for you. And lastly, we have this Ecology Biodiversity, where they learn about the relationships between us living things and the environment. So it's also very, very different from all the other courses right here, right? So this should actually give you a much more in-depth understanding or insight on all these 8 different courses. So hopefully it will help you make better decisions, when you're choosing for your courses. Well, you also could look into the program electives as well. No harm looking into it, but I would say electives, since they are electives, you are not compulsory to take these courses, right? So you could actually craft your own path based on the electives you choose. Yeah, you can see I've highlighted blue. Well, there's no blue up here. Yeah. So blue is just for me to visualize much more unique courses where they touch about insects, bugs, and also the marine life as well. Okay, and then yeah, you can see biotech actually leans into plants here in their electives, and there's also a lot of stuff to choose. There's nutrition here, wow, and genetics, a lot of genetics around. And there's a crow crowing outside, which is very distracting. Right, so lastly, we look into faculty electives. And one thing to take note is all of these 7 different Faculty of Science courses, they have their same faculty electives from all 5 different departments, right? So these are the courses, the faculty electives that they could choose. I'm not sure how many credit hours they should fulfill, but I'm pretty sure they should be choosing around 2 to 3 different courses from this pool of 5, right? So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I would like to share for today, and I have a few minutes before my next class, so I'll end my session here, and I hope you guys actually find this helpful. I hope it helps you make a much more sound and wise decision before you filling out your UP selections, right? So yeah, that's the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, do let me know down below which courses is more of your liking, and what kinds of courses you are interested in, right? So yeah, I'll end this session for today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.